So now we can go ahead and start right away. So basically I'm over here in my htdocs folder right here in the exam file, or whatever, you know, server runner that you're using, whatever server program that you're using, and I'm in my clean dash block folder right here, and you can go ahead and open it in any editor that you want. Okay, so the folder is down here. Here is this, like, everything about the project, every file and every folder. So basically the most important thing that we need to take care of when we're building some kind of back-end application is the config file. All right, right in the config file, like your database credentials, your database connection, it's all right there. So it's probably the most important and the most paramount file that you're going to be that you're gonna look for and take care of first. So let's go ahead and just create a folder down here, and let's call it config, and we're going to put everything in a folder so everything becomes neat. I'm gonna go for config.php, and we're gonna open up our PHP tags, and we have like four variables or 4 pieces of data that we need to take care of, so we can go ahead and connect to our database. And the first thing is probably the host, and I'm gonna create a variable for the host. Host is local host. The second thing is the DB name. DB name equals the database name that we're going to be creating, clean log. Maybe we don't need the dash. And the user for this is root. It's for me root, and it's probably gonna be for you. And the password, and I actually don't have a password for my PHP myadmin, so I'm gonna set just nothing. All right, so after that we are gonna go ahead and create our variable right here, and this is gonna like handle everything, like every connection to our database, every query. We are gonna be using this connection variable down here, and it's actually an object because we're instantiating a PDO down here. We're saying new PDO, as in we're instantiating this class in PHP. So we're gonna our quotations, and we are gonna go ahead and write our MySQL, and this is like the type of SQL, or the type of database that we are working with in this course. And we are gonna go ahead and do the host equals like the host that we have up there, and semicolon, so we can end this. And let's go for the second thing, which is the DB name equals DB name that we have like over here. All right, and we are gonna get out of the quotations and do a user and a password, okay, that we have. And let's close this, and if we save right now, actually let's just do a little small thing right here. We are gonna go ahead and check if the connection is true or not. If the connection equals true, then we're gonna echo out some kind of message. Let's say DB works, or connection actually works fine. All right, so if it doesn't work fine, we're gonna echo out connection error. And if we go ahead and save, go ahead to our local host slash clean blog slash config slash config dot php. Connection, it's giving us connection is working fine. Well, actually maybe I have the database, I created the database already. So if we go ahead, php myadmin slash, sorry, not php myadmin, localhost at first, localhost. Maybe we can take this one right down here, and we go localhost php myadmin. So it's basically working right down here. If you're not seeing it, because I already have the database, I already created it. So it's down over here if you're not seeing it. Okay, I can actually go ahead, I can delete it. Drop. Okay, so I dropped it. If I go ahead and refresh, you can see that it's giving us like this unknown database claim block right here on line like 17. So it's basically telling us that that it's not working. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just create the database. I'm just showing you how to create your database. It's really easy and simple. You go ahead and type in and write in clean blog and press create. So it's basically down here, we're in the database, there's nothing in it, it's completely empty. Right, so now it's working fine. So right about now everything was working fine, but we can go ahead and actually make this a little more cleaner by writing our try and catch blocks. And basically the try and catch will allow you to like test for something. Okay, so we're basically gonna test for these, and if nothing, we're gonna put all of this, like all of this inside the try block down here, and if it's not working or anything like is wrong, it's going to trigger some kind of error message down here. That's a little more cleaner. All right, so let's go ahead and copy all of this, just put it down here, a little push, and in the catch we should be writing our own PDO exception, and we are gonna do an A down here as an object. So going to echo some kind of message, get message down here as a function. So yeah, this is basically it. Everything will be working fine right about now. So here is the try, and here is the catch, and here is some kind of object that will be triggered, and we'll get some message if something is wrong. So if we save, refresh, and go ahead now and comment all of this, and if we go ahead down here and let's mess up something, let's mess up the user and save, refresh, you can see that right here it's giving us access denied for user row 2, because of course we don't have this user right in my PHP admin. All right, so actually we can do a little more thing right here that's related to PDO, just PDO. Let's look it up. PDO exception and warning. If we go ahead to php.net, to this link, so sorry about that. So if we go down here to the PHP myadmin, which is going to be like the first link that you'll see, and we are going to grab the error mode exception right here, which will trigger some kind of message for us. All right, so this probably the most advanced thing you can do in like the error handling in PDO and PHP. All right, so here you go. We can like grab this line, you can put it down here, and we of course we need to change like the object. This is not our object. So if we save, so it's basically says right here, set attributes, set the attribute mode, and for the attribute the error mode, like trigger some kind of exception down here. You can read everything that you want about this function down here, this PDO error mode exception over here. So if we go ahead and refresh, and of course nothing is happening down here. If we go ahead and mess this up, you can see that down here it's giving us that the access is denied for this user. All right, so everything's basically working fine. And yeah, this is it for this video, and see you in the next one.